wel aan het gaatje. Prachtig nummer. Traces is het oude album van Nine Stones Close. Dat is een heel nieuw album en dat heet One Eye on Sunrise. En de Nine Stones Close, zoals we zei, die zijn hier aanwezig. Adrian, Brandon, Peter, hey, thank you very much for coming to the radio show. Well, still sleepy and weary from last night?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Hey, fantastic. There's your new album. There was a release party yesterday in Leiden, in Cubus. Well, some of the listeners haven't been there, I suppose. But how was it?
It was great fun, and it was really nice to finally launch it. And we had a lovely evening. I think everyone enjoyed it, and gezellig.
That's a very Dutch, very Dutch word. Yes. Okay. It was. How did we pronounce it? Cozy.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Yeah.
It was. No, great. Well, how did the public receive the new album?
Yeah. The reaction was really great. Actually, we did the playback. We talked a little bit between the songs, but yeah, they all got a good reception. Everyone was. Giving us great feedback at the end of the night as well, so yeah, really good.
As a band, it must have been a special moment in your music
career. It's all about
career.
the new album, One Eye on the Sunrise. What was the idea behind the name of the album?
It came from walking to work one morning, actually. I had some ideas in mind for the music, obviously, and for the lyrics, but not really as a concept, just the kind of a whole feel for the album and a kind of theme. And I was working on lyrics for the title, what became the title track, and I had the track on headphones walking to work. Just trying to come up with some ideas for lyrics and things, and the phrase popped into my head, and I started to think around the whole idea around it, and it really kind of fitted with the theme, and that's really where it came from, just when I was trying to write the lyrics.
Oh, okay. I thought Carl would fill in, but it just doesn't.
Yeah. I have nothing to add.
You have nothing to add? Okay, well.
No. Okay. Well, what makes this album different from the other Nine Stone Close albums? Maybe you can answer this question, Brandon.
I think what makes this one different is the fact now that it's as you mentioned earlier, it's gone from being a sort of project to being a proper band. The first two albums are very much Adrian's own work. This time there's a lot more collaboration between everybody, and again with Peter coming on board and Peter Vink coming on board, it's really took it up to a new level. And you really feel now that it's the band has got a sound, and I think that's, you know, going forward, that's if we do live gigs and stuff like that, it can only be a positive thing for everybody, and hopefully this is how we'll continue in the future.
Well, you just mentioned the name Peter Vink, and it was in the first interview round also. That's a very curious. It's very nice to hear this, because I only know from Q65, was it, and from Finch. Well, that's a long way ago. How did you end up with Peter?
Basically, we got it together with via Franz Kalard, as we were talking about before. We were kind of dividing line network, and
he knows everybody.
He knows everyone, yeah. He knows everyone. He put me in touch with Peter. And then I needed someone to play the bass, and I asked around again, and Franz got in touch with me and said, "Oh, can you send me some demos?" And I think I have someone in mind. So I sent him the demos, and he emailed me back and said, "Oh, I sent the tracks to Ian Lucasson." I was like, "Oh, okay." And Ian put Franz in touch with Peter. And then we arranged to meet. We listened to the demos, and he really liked them, and said, "Yeah, I'd like to do it." So we took it from there, and yeah, he really took the whole thing to a new level with the bass playing, because he added so much life to the songs, and you'll hear it when you play some of the tracks. but particularly things like Janus. I mean, his bass lines on that were stunning, and the weight really kind of lifted it all to a new level. It's been fantastic working with him. He's a great guy.
The album turned out great. Well, Peter van Hoorn is ook hier aanwezig. Hallo Peter. Hallo. Ja, mijn microfoon. Hallo. Hallo. Hey. Well, we already talked about how all the band members came together, and especially the Dutch part of it. But when Adrian asked you to play drums on the new Nine Stones Close album, what was your reaction at first?
Well, okay, I was willing to listen to the music because I'm always interested in playing drums on nice music. So I asked Adrian to send me some files.
You didn't know the band Nine Stones?
Well, yeah, but not very well, to be honest. And so he sent me the files because I was not going to play on earlier work of Adrian, but on new work. So it didn't make any sense to judge the earlier work. And he sent me the files, and I liked them from the very first moment I heard the music. So and if the feeling is okay, then I'm in. So that's how it happened. Very quickly, I liked it very much, and I was very willing to play the drums on it, and that's what happened.
In Holland, you're well known as a drummer of Night Area. You have your own jobs. You have your own. You spend your time with your own work. How can you combine this, your work with this? I mean, you Night Area, your work, and also now Nine Stones Close. There wasn't. You didn't see any problems.
Well, no, I'm not a kind of man who thinks in problems, but in opportunities. I've got the support of my wife and my family, and I'm happy that I can plan my own agenda. So if I want to do something, then it's possible, and we can make it possible, and that's also what happened in this case. I think, but you can do it in a very efficient way. So I can prepare the songs in my own spare time, and we planned 3 days, I think. We used 1 or a half day to do the sound check and install all the equipment, and 2 days or 1.5 days recording the tracks. So we're not for months in a studio or whatever.
You got in touch with Adrian and Brandon. You made an appointment. You got together in England, or how did it?
No, Adrian is living in Leiden, so it was very easy. I went to Leiden, and we had a chat, and it was okay from the very first moment, because he's also got a very supportive wife, and
yeah, very.
There are lots of beer, whiskey, nice food over there, so
sausages.
It was okay.
And porters.
It was okay. Yeah.
Sausages.
But I visited Adrian, and we talked about the music, and yeah, the feeling was okay.
Okay.
Well, Brendan,
There was the right chemistry from the beginning. Okay.
Well, Brendan, you are